Have you ever looked at someone vibrant and active in their 80s or 90s and wondered, what's their secret? What have they been doing all these years that allows them to move with such grace, think with such clarity, and still enjoy life to the fullest? It's a sad truth that for many of us, the idea of getting older can bring a quiet worry. We might fear a decline in health, a loss of energy, or a creeping sense of dependence. We see loved ones struggle, and a voice in the back of our mind sometimes whispers, "Will that be us?" But what if I told you that living a long, fulfilling life, well into your 90s and even beyond, isn't just about winning the genetic lottery or having pure, unadulterated luck? What if there were specific, everyday habits, simple shifts in how we approach our daily lives, that act as a powerful blueprint for remarkable longevity habits that, when embraced, subtly reveal that you're truly on the path to not just living longer, but living better, with vitality and purpose? In this video, we're going to uncover 6 powerful habits that many of the world's centenarians, people who live to 100 and beyond, have quietly integrated into their lives. These aren't complicated scientific breakthroughs or expensive, hard-to-find remedies. Instead, they're practical, accessible adjustments that can profoundly transform your health, boost your energy, sharpen your mind, and truly help you thrive for decades to come. Get ready to discover if you're already doing some of them, or if there are new paths you can explore. Stay with me until the very end, because I'll be sharing something that might genuinely surprise you about living a long, vibrant life. Let's dive right into the first habit, one that many of us might underestimate in its profound simplicity. Yet it's incredibly powerful for extending our healthy years. Consistent, mindful movement. Now, when I say movement, I'm not talking about intense, grueling workouts that leave you breathless and sore for days. Far from it. We're talking about integrating gentle, enjoyable physical activity into your daily routine, consistently. Think about the people you know who are in their late 80s or 90s and are still vibrant. More often than not, they're not running marathons. They're often walking, gardening, dancing, or simply staying active throughout their day. The secret isn't about peak performance. It's about persistent engagement. Our bodies are designed to move, and as we age, maintaining mobility becomes even more crucial. Regular movement helps keep our joints lubricated, our muscles strong, and our bones dense. It improves circulation, which means better oxygen and nutrient delivery to every cell in your body, including your brain and heart. It also helps manage weight, which reduces strain on our joints and organs. But perhaps most importantly, consistent movement boosts your mood, reduces stress, and improves cognitive function. It's a wonderful antidote to feeling sluggish or stiff. So, what does consistent mindful movement look like in practice? It could be as simple as a daily 30-minute walk around your neighborhood. Perhaps you enjoy gardening, tending to your flowers or vegetables. That's fantastic movement. Maybe you love to dance, whether it's in your living room to your favorite music or at a local community class. Even gentle activities like Tai Chi or yoga can significantly improve balance, flexibility, and strength, which are vital for preventing falls as we get older. The key is to find activities you genuinely enjoy, making them something you look forward to rather than a chore. Start small if you need to, perhaps with just 10 or 15 minutes a day, and gradually increase as you feel stronger. The consistency is far more important than the intensity. Remember, every step counts, every gentle stretch matters, and every moment you spend moving your body with intention is a gift to your future self. Now, building on the foundation of movement, our second habit is closely tied to what fuels our bodies, and perhaps our very longevity, prioritizing a nutrient-rich, whole foods diet. This isn't about strict diets or deprivation. It's about shifting our focus towards foods that nourish us deeply and moving away from highly processed, artificial ingredients. Think about the common thread among communities worldwide known for their exceptional longevity, often referred to as blue zones, without even naming them. These communities consistently feature diets rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, and healthy fats like olive oil, meat, dairy, and processed foods are typically consumed in moderation, if at all. Why is this so powerful? Whole, unprocessed foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. Antioxidants help protect our cells from damage, which is crucial for preventing age-related diseases. Fiber aids digestion, helps regulate blood sugar, and keeps us feeling full and satisfied, which can prevent overeating and support a healthy weight. When we eat this way, we're not just getting calories, we're getting vital information for our cells, helping them function optimally. Contrast this with highly processed foods, which often contain excessive sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. These can contribute to inflammation, weight gain, and an increased risk of chronic diseases that rob us of our vitality as we age. Making this shift can be simpler than you think. Start by making plants the star of your plate. Aim to fill at least half of your plate with colorful vegetables at every meal. Swap out white bread and pasta for whole grain alternatives like oats, brown rice, and whole wheat bread. Embrace legumes like lentils and beans, which are fantastic sources of protein and fiber, instead of sugary snacks. Reach for a handful of nuts or a piece of fruit. Hydration is also a critical part of this habit. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day is fundamental for all bodily functions. Imagine the joy of a vibrant plate bursting with fresh, real food, knowing that every bite is fueling your body for a longer, healthier, and more energetic life. It's not about perfection, but about making more intentional choices, one delicious meal at a time. The cumulative effect of these small choices over years is truly remarkable. Moving beyond our physical well-being, the next habit taps into something often overlooked, yet profoundly impactful on our desire to live and our ability to thrive: cultivating strong social connections. In our modern world, it's easy to become isolated, especially as families disperse or life circumstances change. However, countless studies now reveal that loneliness and social isolation can be as detrimental to our health as smoking or obesity. It's not just about having friends. It's about feeling connected, supported, and valued by others. Think about the joy that comes from sharing a laugh with a loved one, the comfort of confiding in a trusted friend, or the sense of belonging you feel in a community group. These interactions feed our souls just as much as healthy food feeds our bodies. People who live long, healthy lives often have robust social networks, whether it's a tight-knit family, a circle of devoted friends, or an active role in their community. These connections provide emotional support during tough times, offer opportunities for joy and shared experiences, and even encourage healthier behaviors. When we feel connected, we're more likely to engage in activities, stay mentally sharp, and have a positive outlook on life. The simple act of regular conversation, whether in person or over the phone, can keep our minds active and our spirits lifted. It's about being part of something bigger than ourselves. So, how can you nurture these vital connections? It starts with reaching out. Make a point to regularly connect with family members, even if it's just a quick phone call. Reconnect with old friends you've lost touch with. Consider joining a club or group based on your interests, whether it's a book club, a walking group, a card game group, or a volunteer organization. Volunteering your time for a cause you care about is a wonderful way to meet like-minded people and contribute to your community. Attending local events, visiting your local library, or even striking up conversations with neighbors can open doors to new connections. Remember, even a small, consistent effort to connect can make a huge difference in warding off loneliness and enriching your life. It's about sharing life's journey with others, knowing you're not alone. From the warmth of connection Let's explore a habit that gives each day its very meaning, a driving force that propels us forward, especially as we age, cultivating a strong sense of purpose. This isn't necessarily about having a grand, life-changing mission, although it certainly can be, often. It's about having a why, a reason to get up in the morning, something that gives structure and direction to your days, and a feeling that what you do matters. This sense of purpose can be found in big ways or small, everyday moments. It could be caring for grandchildren, tending to a garden, pursuing a long-held hobby, volunteering, learning a new skill, or even simply being a consistent source of support for your loved ones. Research consistently shows that people with a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier lives. They report greater satisfaction, less depression, and even a reduced risk of cognitive decline. Why? Because purpose provides motivation, engages our minds, and often encourages us to stay active and connected. When you have something meaningful to focus on, you're less likely to fall into patterns of inactivity or apathy. It gives you a feeling of contribution, a sense that your life has value and impact, which is incredibly powerful for overall well-being. It transforms simply existing into truly living. To cultivate your own sense of purpose, start by reflecting on what truly matters to you. What are you passionate about? What skills or wisdom do you have that you could share with others? Is there a cause you care deeply about? Perhaps you've always wanted to learn a new language or pick up a musical instrument. Maybe your purpose is as simple as becoming the neighborhood's go-to person for gardening advice, or making sure your family always has a delicious home-cooked meal on Sundays. Set small, achievable goals related to these passions. Don't be afraid to try new things or rediscover old interests. The beauty of purpose is that it can evolve throughout our lives, and it's never too late to find or refine yours. It's about having a reason to keep learning, growing, and contributing, which makes every day a little brighter and more meaningful. And as we navigate our days with purpose and connection, there's one essential habit that underpins our ability to fully experience and recover from it all. A habit that is often underestimated in its crucial role for longevity: prioritizing quality sleep. Sleep isn't just about resting our bodies. It's a fundamental biological process vital for repair, restoration, and overall health. As we age, our sleep patterns often change, and it can become harder to get consistently good sleep. However, the need for restorative sleep doesn't diminish. It remains absolutely critical for everything from memory consolidation and hormone balance to immune function and mood regulation. When we don't get enough quality sleep, our bodies and minds struggle. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to impaired cognitive function, making it harder to focus, remember things, and make decisions. It can weaken our immune system, making us more susceptible to illness. It also affects our mood, often leading to irritability or feelings of anxiety and depression. Furthermore, poor sleep has been linked to an increased risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Conversely, getting consistent, quality sleep helps our brains process information, clears out toxins, regulates our appetite, and gives our bodies the time they need to repair and rebuild. It's like a nightly reset button for your entire system. So, how can you improve your sleep habits? The first step is consistency. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. This could involve reading a book, taking a warm bath, listening to calming music, or doing some gentle stretches. Make sure your bedroom is a comfortable oasis, dark, quiet, and cool. Limit screen time from phones, tablets, and computers at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with melatonin production. Be mindful of caffeine and alcohol consumption, especially in the afternoon and evening, as both can disrupt sleep. If you find yourself consistently struggling with sleep, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor, as there might be underlying issues or simple adjustments that can make a big difference. Embracing quality sleep is one of the most profound acts of self-care you can do for your longevity. Finally, our sixth habit often acts as the silent orchestrator of our overall well-being, influencing everything from our immune system to our mood. And it's especially vital as we age, cultivating effective stress management. Life, no matter how wonderful, comes with its share of challenges and pressures. While short bursts of stress can be motivating, chronic stress, the kind that lingers and never quite goes away, can be incredibly damaging to our health. When we're constantly stressed, our bodies are in a state of high alert, pumping out hormones like cortisol that, over time, can lead to inflammation, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and even impact our brain health and memory. It truly accelerates the aging process from the inside out. However, the good news is that we have a remarkable capacity to learn how to manage stress, to respond to life's challenges in ways that protect our bodies and minds. This isn't about eliminating all stress from your life. That's simply not possible, but rather about building resilience and developing healthy coping mechanisms. Simple practices can make a world of difference. Deep breathing exercises are incredibly powerful. Just a few minutes of slow, intentional breaths can activate your body's relaxation response, calming your nervous system. Spending time in nature, even just sitting in your garden or a local park, can significantly reduce stress levels. Engaging in hobbies you love, like painting, knitting, or playing an instrument, offers a wonderful escape and allows your mind to relax. Even simple acts of gratitude, focusing on what you're thankful for each day, can shift your perspective and reduce feelings of overwhelm. The real surprise about longevity, and the culmination of all these habits, is this: it's not about being perfect or adhering to a rigid, joyless routine. It's about finding a rhythm of life that supports your well-being while still allowing for joy and spontaneity. Many of the longest-lived people aren't health fanatics who meticulously track every calorie or spend hours at the gym. Instead, they often embody these habits simply because they are part of their daily culture and natural way of living. They move because it's how they get around or enjoy their environment. They eat whole foods because that's what's available and traditional. They're deeply connected to family and community, and they find purpose in their daily lives, often through simple contributions. They value rest and find natural ways to reduce stress. The true secret is that these habits aren't chores. They become integral, enjoyable parts of a life well lived. So, we've explored 6 powerful habits that can truly set you on a path to a long, vibrant life, moving your body with intention, nourishing it with whole, real foods, fostering deep social connections, embracing a strong sense of purpose, prioritizing restorative sleep, and gently managing life's inevitable stresses. Remember, every small step you take in any of these areas is a powerful investment in your future self. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one habit, one small change, and build from there. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And it's about adding more joyful, healthy years to your life, not just more years. Which of these habits resonates most with you today? Or perhaps you're already doing some of them and have seen the benefits firsthand. I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing our journeys helps us all grow and learn from one another. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps this message reach more people who could benefit from it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more tips and insights on living your best life, no matter your age, because truly, every age is an opportunity for growth, for joy, and for living a life rich in vitality. Live your best life at every age.